This message is for General Motors. Fuck you.
Well, I was just rolling up my window, but now I don't know.
Do not use them. Stay away from them.
Watch truck and SUV owners completely lose it, and after seeing this, you'll understand exactly why. Two GM Silverados with blown transmissions under 60,000 miles back-to-back. A 2024 Range Rover shutting off in the middle of the road at 9,000 miles. In the shop for the 5th time. A salvage title truck sold as normal with every single airbag removed and stitched back up. And a dealership sitting on a car for a week with a valid warranty and still refusing to look at it. Bell subscribe, because the dealership definitely won't tell you any of this.
This message is for General Motors. Fuck you. In 2026, you guys can't make a good, reliable pickup truck anymore. All my life as a kid through the 90s and early 2000s, it was always about that 5.3 liter, baby. It was notorious for just being an amazing freaking machine. And nowadays, you guys can't make shit. From like 2017 onwards to 2024, all your transmissions are hot dog shit water. All your torque converters are dog shit. All of your lifters are dog shit. Your engines in general are just straight up dog shit. The 5.3 liter is straight up dog shit now. Like, what happened? I went to a dealership and got two of your Silverados back to back with blown out transmissions. I'm talking both transmissions completely gone in trucks that had under 60,000 miles. Walked straight back in that dealership, told them put my ass in a Dodge. I don't know if Dodge can make vehicles, I guess we'll find out, but I know for sure your asses can't. Most piece of shit trucks known to man in the United States. Do not buy a Chevy. Do not buy a GM.
Two trucks, same dealership, same transmission, both gone under 60,000 miles. He didn't complain online first. He walked back into that dealership and said, put me in a Dodge. And here's what makes this painful. The 5.3L used to mean something. Through the 90s and early 2000s, that engine was legendary. People kept those trucks forever. The same bag, the same name, completely different product. GM is selling the reputation of a truck they stopped building years ago.
As you guys can see, this is my 2022 Ram. It's a mega cab. It's a Laramie. It's fully loaded. Leather seats, all that good stuff. So I made a video the other night. A lot of people have been giving me a lot of shit over it. No big deal. It comes with the territory. This right here is 3 separate service contracts for 3 separate incidents that I've had on this vehicle alone since March of last year. So just less than a year that I've owned it. This truck in particular is the E-Torque. It's a 5.7 Hemi. Okay? So don't buy the E-Torque for one. For two, I already own a couple Toyotas. That little blue car is a Toyota Camry, excuse me, and my 1999 Toyota Tacoma that I've had for 20 years. Best thing about these Toyotas is, like everybody keeps saying, they're indestructible. They're one of the most reliable vehicles that you can have. I haven't started this thing for over a month. And there we go. I can sit here, I can walk right out to it, and I can fire that thing up, and I'm down the road I go. Might not be roomy, might not be comfortable. Hell, I beat the shit out of it, and the thing keeps going. I should have bought a Tundra, but they're just a little too small for my family. Hope you guys all have a good day.
3 service contract, 1 truck under 1 year, and right next to it in his driveway, a 1999 Toyota Tacoma he hasn't started in over a month. He walked out, turned the key, and drove away. 25 years old. Beaten hard his whole life. Still going. The Ram has been to the shop 3 times in 12 months. The Tacoma has never needed a reason. He said it himself. He should have bought a Tundra. Most people figure that out 1 service contract too late.
AutoNation update. Do not use them. Stay away from them. I will never buy a car from them again. And anybody who's looking for a car, I'm going to say just stay away. There's no update. My car's still sitting there. It hasn't been looked at. They have the proof that I have warranty, and yet they're still like, oh, I need to put it in the system. But it's been a week. There's no offer of a rental car. I can't get in touch with the manager every time I call. Like they're like, oh, there's no one available, right? So they just, no matter how mean or anything I get, they don't give a shit. And it's frustrating. It's so frustrating to like be without the car. And I could fix it. I could, but why spend the $300 and all the time in this heat fixing it when I have warranty? And they're supposed to fix it. So anyway, stay away from AutoNation.
Valid warranty. Proof submitted. Car sitting untouched for a week. No manager available. No rental car offered. No update. No timeline. And the frustrating part, she could fix it herself for $300. She knows how. She's choosing not to because that's what the warranty is for. The warranty exists on paper. In practice, it exists whenever the dealership feels like honoring it. AutoNation has the car, has the proof, and has decided that none of that requires urgency. The customer just has to wait. That's the whole system.
How can we have everything be going downhill, yet the entry level shooting up and going through the roof? It's because of the prices. And now I believe people are educated enough because we know these lots are stuffed. I promise you, there is not an XL on this entire lot of a Ford F-150. I promise you that of all of the Rangers, for every 20 Rangers they get in, one might be an XL. So we know that, but yet these sales, the price or the sales of them, the entry-level models are going up. People are either hunting them down or they're ordering them. They are learning from the stuff that we're teaching and that we're doing on here and that we talk about all the time, realizing that they don't have to pick by the forced compliance of what a dealer's greed puts on a lot, okay, which is what a lot of it is. Again, of every F-150 on this lot, if we were to pop off of here and just take a peek, it hasn't changed much since last time we were here, but of every F-150, as we go down here, and we look at every one of them, I bet the average price of F-150s on this entire lot is $75,000 as the average. That's how ridiculous this is. Yet you can get an XL or even an STX. You can get an STX for mid-40s, almost half the price. You can get this truck in an STX, which arguably, in my opinion, looks better, but you can get it for half the price of this truck. Get into the Super Duties. Here's a beautiful Super Duty Tremor. Just got here, 2026 Tremor. It is gorgeous, but again, they're only going to give it to us. They only get a few Tremors. Notice we're not seeing any gas XLT Tremors on this lot anywhere. No, of course not. If they're getting a Tremor, they're getting it with the Cummins and they're getting it in a Platinum and they're doing it upright and it's got the high output and, well, beautiful truck. But what are we talking about here? Oh, it's only $102,000. That's all. Right there, you can see it's only $102 grand. Only. But you can buy this truck for half the price, even in a Tremor, by going to an XLT trim with the 7.3 gasser, and you can literally cut that price in half almost. You can get it for like $66,000, $68,000, $69,000. It is a huge difference. And now for 2027, you can get that in an XL 35 XL, or you can get it in an XL off-road 35 package, which is going to be basically this truck in an XLT, or I mean in an XL trim, but it'll be this package right there. Same exact thing, including the Torsen front end. Win-win all the way around. So people are demanding and proving that your lot stuffing isn't working. They're not buying it. Sales are down 10% all across Ford. They're like, no, we're done. We're not paying these prices. But we're going to go hunt down the entry level versions of your trucks because we still want a Ford, but we don't want your expensive crap you're jamming on the lots. We're going to go hunt down and find the ones that are more affordable. I love it. I straight up love it. Send the message is what people are doing, and hopefully Ford someday learns it, like what Ram had to deal with when Tavares was in there and played those games with Ram and Jeep.
Average F-150 on this lot, $75,000. Not the top trim, the average. And there is not a single XL, the affordable base model, anywhere on the lot. For every 20 Rangers they receive, one might be an XL. Dealers won't stock what doesn't maximize profit, but buyers figured it out. Ford sales down 10%. People are hunting down the entry-level trim, ordering them directly, refusing to pay for the expensive versions dealers keep pushing. A $102,000 Tremor sitting on the lot. The same truck in XLT with a gas engine, $66,000. Same truck, same capability, $36,000 different. The lot stuffing isn't working anymore. People stopped buying it, literally.
Well, I was just rolling up my window, but now I don't know. What the fuck? Stay back from Mom's car. Go get in the grass or something. Because I asked you to. Now. Go that way.
So my Range Rover saga continues. As you can tell, I'm not in my 2024 Range Rover that's been in the shop 4 times. Now for the 5th time, because I was driving it the other day and all of a sudden it just shut off in the middle of the road while I was driving. And then the engine started shaking. So I was like, okay, this probably is something that needs to be looked at. So I brought it into the dealer. They called me the next day, a text message from Ms. Brooke at the Land Rover dealership. And she said, oh, the oil's just low. Like, we need to do it before we can test drive or do any tests on it. The oil needs to be changed. It's going to be $850.27. Can you approve this so we can look at the car? I'm like, absolutely not, Brooke. So I text back, and then I call her, and I'm like, I got my oil changed with you guys in July. And she's like, oh, yeah, wait, no, we see that here. So I'm like, so why'd you tell me I needed an oil change, Brooke? Then they told me that there's codes for an engine lean, whatever that means, and the engine was shaking. And I'm like, this is a new car. It has 9,000 miles on it. Doesn't make any sense to me. Anywho, they said they have to keep it over the weekend. So now I had to rent a car, beautiful car, by the way, because I think I might have to go back to Mercedes. Because this Range Rover, I need a lemon law. If you guys know a good lemon law attorney, hit me up.
5th time in the shop, 9,000 miles on a 2024 Range Rover. It shut off while she was driving. Engine started shaking. She brought it in. Next day, text message from the dealer asking her to approve an $850 oil change before they'd even look at the car. She'd had the oil changed there in July. They had the record right there in the system and still sent that text. Engine lean code. New car. 9,000 miles. Lemon law conversation already starting. The Range Rover looks incredible on the road. It just doesn't stay on the road very long. 903 to 1147.
All right, so this truck is why we don't deal with salvage titles at Lauer Auto. We don't want to fix them. We certainly don't ever want to sell them. Customer just dropped this off. He said he just bought it from a rebuilder who picked it up, fixed it, and sold it for profit. He wants to see if there's anything it needs, and he got taken to the cleaners. So let's start in the cab. We hooked it up to our scanner, and the result is that we got more faults than we do no faults. Almost, 3/4 of these modules have codes in them, including a whole bunch of them in the restraint control module, which is your airbags. So then led us over to here. That is where the airbag light is supposed to be, and I have a feeling that it was taken out or knocked out because it's an LED. But every airbag in this truck is gone. This is where the side curtain airbags would be. They just cut them off, threw them back in here. This is the side of the seat airbag. They just stitched it back up. This is the driver's airbag. This has been leathered over. You can't see where it says SRS or horn anymore, and that Ford logo is just glued on top. Not a single airbag in this truck. Also doesn't have any sensors for radar cruise control or any of the sensors that would be up in the front bumper anymore. So, same story again. No airbags up top there. And then this is the seam here for the cab, and that's where they just riveted a bunch of it back together. But here's the big kicker. Up in the engine bay, this is your main PCM engine computer harness. That has a door here that keeps it all from going. This one next to it, whenever you want to, driving down the road, it can pop off. Also, for unknown reasons, there's a handful of wires down here that are now connected to this red wire that goes off into who knows where. They've been bypassed for whatever reason. And this was sold to him like this. So we've got many, many faults on the dash. We have every airbag, every module going with that needs replaced. We told him you'd be spending the better part of $10,000 or more to fix this thing up right. That spooked the crap out of him, understandably. And this is why you don't mess with salvage title trucks. You can't fix them right and sell them at profit.
Not one airbag, not two. Every single airbag in this truck removed. Driver airbag covered in leather with a Ford logo glued on top. Side curtain airbag cut off and thrown back in the headliner. Seat airbag stitched closed. Airbag warning light taken out. 3/4 of the modules on the scanner showing fault code. Engine computer harness with a connector that can pop off while driving. Random wires bypassed and running to an unknown location. And this was sold to a customer as a normal truck. The mechanic told him $10,000 minimum to fix this right. That spooked him. Understandably, the truck looks fine from the outside. That's the point. That's always the point.